Welcome to this screencast where we're going to have a quick look at Gantt charts, their tasks, activities and milestone. This is for my iMedia class and you guys are about to take your exam. We recently did a past paper and there was this question where you had to identify different elements of a Gantt chart and this table here. So to recap what we did there, we are going to look into how such charts are created. So here's one I've made earlier. Let's say it's still a radio advert, and because it's a radio advert, it only has some voices and music. And at this moment in time, we only know the final deadline when the radio advert has got to be published. Working backwards from this deadline and estimating how long each task is going to take, we can start to create our Gantt chart. So down here the published date would be Wednesday the 1st of February. Let's estimate it's going to take 2.5 days to do the publishing, a whole week to do the final edit, and again a whole week to record the music. If we add some more tasks in our Gantt chart, we have something that looks like this. For this example, I assume that the music is very simple. Let's say just a friend of yours playing a classic piece of music with no copyright on a recorder, and you're there with your smartphone recording that music. For the voiceover, it's a little bit more complicated, and that task, voiceover, is broken down into three different actions: writing the dialogue, recording the voice, and editing the voice. What you can see in the Gantt chart is that the final edit can happen only on its own. You cannot do the final edit without having the completed music and the completed voice at your disposal that you're going to start mixing for the final edit. However, in week 3, you can be working in parallel on loads of different tasks, either because you got loads of different teammates, or because you can alternate from playing your recorder to doing the voiceover and trying to imitate other accents. So here we've got an example in week 3 of loads of tasks happening at the same time, possibly with different teammates. But in week 4 there is only one task that can be worked on, because you cannot do that task without having all the work before already completed. Because this is critical to have completed the work, this is also where you see your milestone, which I've represented with these two little orange diamonds there. Now, if we move on to the final version of our Gantt chart, you can see that I've highlighted the milestone here: music complete, voiceover complete. Voiceover, I've represented the whole of this task with an arrow, and then each action that make up that whole task has its own rectangle in the Gantt chart, so it's shown as a subtask in the Gantt chart with its own duration. How does that compare with OCR's iMedia example in the past paper? Well, you see that's very similar, except they don't have colored for the milestone. However, if you take a close look here at the begin and end date, music complete starts on the 5th of October and finishes on the 5th of October, and it's just one moment in time, and shown here with these little diamonds for music complete and voice complete. So it's just one moment in time when that milestone has got to be met. It's not a task, it doesn't have a duration, it's not spread over several days. And here we've got the representation of the voiceover task which is made of those different action as explained here in the description, in those different elements of pre-production planning that you had at your disposal. The one thing that was not used in those two tables are resources. Oops, resources here. That was not used, so I've not explained that. And in the example of our own advert, one resource would be the recorder, or maybe the friend who can play the recorder for you. Another resource could be the different friends you have with different voices that you want to use for your advert. And of course the computers with all the editing facilities to edit voice and mix it. Thank you for listening. I hope you will find this useful. Keep on working, keep on revising for your exam.